We'll get that shit go hard.
It was 7 a.m. and we up at the stove. We had to stay in the trenches. The He used to come in the stove. We had to go get some money. We can't get on running through road. Baby, she know I ain't go. Beat from the back and I'm taking us all. It's getting out of control. The new shit ball frame. I don't see him looking both ways. The back notes flow like rain. Rolex got no stain. I can't keep up my pace. Time zone switch rotation. Stand up high, no swing. And the Y3's got no.
Yo, what's up with YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in this video with yet another video. Today, man, I'm coming to you guys with another build. And today, I'm coming to you guys with the pass first wing build, bro. And on this build, bro, I went over this build in the LeBron James build. So if you haven't seen that already, go ahead, check that joint out. I went over the best LeBron James build, but in that video, I was going over, literally, I was strictly trying to make LeBron's build, and I found this build. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best way to make this build. Now, when I did the LeBron James build, I did a lot of different stuff, like when it came to the pie charts, the height, weight, and wingspan. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over the best way to make it when it comes to the badges, because when I came to the badges on the LeBron build, I put the badges on based off of the LeBron. So I'm gonna be going over pretty much everything in detail, like I always do in these build videos. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, so first things first, when it comes to this pass first wing build, you're going to want to be a small forward. Next is going to be the pie chart you want to go with. The pie chart that I went with was the playmaking and defending pie chart, and that's where you're going to be getting your Hall of Fame badges. If you didn't know, the pie chart that you go with, if it's half, you get 2 sets of Hall of Fame badges. If you get like a full, like whole thing, basically the whole thing yellow, you only get the playmaking Hall of Fame. So I don't know if people don't know that, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows that by now, but I just felt like mentioning that. Next is going to be very important, and I went with the speed pie chart because that's how you be able to speed boost. Now when it comes to this build, what make or break this build is you being able to speed boost. And with that behind the back being out, people really think speed boosting means to be able to momentum and all that. Like the momentum behind the back being out the game, that behind the back that they have in the game isn't bad. Like people just was so used to having that glitchy behind the back that I feel like people just think that the new one is just bad, but it's not bad in my opinion. It just makes people have to use more of a variety to dribble. So when it comes to speed boosting, you have to have a highest speed possible, and it combines with your ball handle, and it combines to make the speed with ball rating. So yeah. Alright, next is the attributes. The attributes is where it gets interesting, where it gets really interesting. And this is where you're going to be really molding your build when it comes to the badges, the attributes, how you're going to play and all that. So yeah, starting from the top, ending with the bottom, we're going to start with the close shot and go all the way down to defensive rebound. Let's get straight into it. Close shot is at a 78, driving layups at a 77, driving dunks at a 82, standing dunks at a 67, post hook is at a 30, mid-range shot is up to a 71, three-point shot is up to a 65, free throws up to an 80, post fades up to a 72, pass accuracy up to an 86, ball handles up to a 75, post moves up to a 46, I believe. Interior defense is up to a 48, perimeter defense up to a 79, lateral quickness up to a 75, steals up to a 47, blocks up to a 82, offensive rebounds up to a 46, and defensive rebounds up to a 89. And that's going to put you at 10 finishing badges, 10 shooting badges, 14 playmaking badges, and 15 defensive rebound badges. Now, when you looking at this build, it's going to remind you a lot of the two-way slashing playmaker, a two-way slasher, playmaking glass cleaner. A lot of these types of builds that's really, really known to be glitchy, big builds, like not just small. Like when it comes to these builds right now, you really want to have a big build that can speed boost, and this is one of those builds that can do that. Now it doesn't have the highest ball control, so you're not going to be able to have like the momentum crosses and all that, but you're still going to be the speed boost. You're going to be able to get that Hall of Fame quick first step, and that's going to just make it just that much more OP. Alright, the next thing we're going to get into is the height. Now when it came to the height, at first I was gonna go 6'9", then I was gonna go 6'7" to just differentiate from the LeBron build, but I'm gonna go back and go 6'8". I'm gonna be the same height as LeBron, and I'm gonna be 6'8". Now when it comes to that 6'8", you do lose a lot. Now that's the only reason I didn't go 6'9". And when it came to 6'7", I was like, you can just make that a shooting guard at that point. So the thing when it came to making this build, I wanted to be a small forward, so I made him a 6'8" small forward. Next is going to be the weight. The weight that I went with was 185. Now, people are going to be like, why would you do that? I did that because I wanted my acceleration to be higher, my strength to be higher, and my lateral quickness, because I'm going to be playing the guard on this build. I just wanted to make a big guard when I was making this. So, yeah, I'm making it in the eyes of a guard, like just a huge guard to be like, you know, just bigger than everybody I'm going against. And then now for the wingspan. The wingspan I go with all the way down to get my ball handle all the way up, my post moves as high as possible, my 3-point high as possible, my mid-range high as possible. My strength even goes up. The only things that go down is your block and steal. Your steal was already not up at all, and then your block is already at a 78, but you still have a decent enough block. Now, when you go to 96, every single attribute you see goes up 1. Now, when you go to the test lab, it doesn't even show you your max rating when you put it to 99. It just shows you what your ratings will be at 95. So that's kind of, I don't know why 2K made it like that, but yeah. And then when you go to 97, everything goes up another attribute. So that'll be +2, 98 will be +3, and 99 will be +4. And a lot of people don't know, but at 99.9, you get another attribute upgrade. So you get +5 to every single thing. So that'd be like an 85 driving dunk. So you'd be to get contact dunks. 3-point shot, that would be +5. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta look at everything. That will put your 3-point shot over a 70. It'll put your mid-range to around an 80. It'll put your ball handle up to around an 80. And that's literally just gonna be making your build just that much OP. Your speed's gonna be up to an 89. And if you go to the Gatorade facility like I do to get the boost on your speed and acceleration, that's gonna be another 3 or 4 you can get on your speed. And those Gatorade boosts last literally an entire week. So yeah, I feel like everyone needs to take advantage of that. But yeah, and then last but not least is the takeover. Now in the LeBron one, you got multiple choices on the takeover, and this one you get the playmaker and the slasher takeover. Now these are the best 2 takeovers for this build. Now it's a pass first wing. Now you can't go wrong with either one of these takeovers. I did a whole in-depth detail on the rankings of the takeovers. I went into and described everything on the takeovers. So with that being said, the takeover I'm gonna be going with is the slasher takeover. But when it comes to the playmaker takeover, I feel like it's OP too, because you literally can't make anyone fall on any other takeover. So I feel like you can't really go wrong with either of the 2. And then the build comes out as a pass first wing, similar to Gordon Hayward, Brandon Ingram, and Jalen Rose. Now, I feel like this is literally the definition of a LeBron build. You can literally do everything on this build. You can pass, you can stick D, you can dunk on people, you can shoot at a decent rate. Like, literally, like, this is literally a do-it-all build. And you're 6'8". Yeah, come on now. And then, yeah, those are the builds that they say it's similar to. And then all we got to go over now is literally go straight to the badges. Alright, so the first badges we gonna go over are the finishing as always. And you see we only got 10 of these joints to work with, but you don't get Hall of Fame badges. But you do get contact dunks. And so with that being said, you know we're gonna put that contact finisher on gold. Because like I say this in all my videos, if you cannot get contact dunks, I don't advise you putting contact finisher on. I don't advise it. So with this build being able to get contact dunks, go ahead, throw it on. Fancy footwork, gold. Slithery finisher, gold. Consistent finisher, bronze. Now, when it comes to consistent finisher, bronze, you can put that on Acrobat. You can put that on Pro Touch. You can put that on Live City Finisher. You can put that on Giant Slayer. But see, I don't use my jump shot meter, so I have a tendency to time my layers bad, and that consistent finisher being bronze just helps me that much. So I throw that on bronze. Slithery finisher, I've done an entire video. I literally just dropped a video on the best badges in the game. Fancy footwork and slithery finisher came both in the top 3, so that should just tell you how good those badges are. Fancy footwork makes the hop step just even more glitchy. Slithery finisher gives you the best animation every single time. So yeah, with an animation based game like 2K, I just feel like it's just that good of a badge. Alright, shooting now. This is where it gets interesting, because once you hit 99.9, you will have like around a 70, 71 3-pointer. So you can go with hot zone hunter, you can go with corner specialist, catch and shoot, but I'm not gonna be spotting up. So I'm not putting corner specialist, I'm not putting catch and shoot. So I'm not putting those badges on. So I'm gonna go green machine, silver, green, hot start, silver, because every single time I shoot, I don't want to miss. So if I'm not trying to miss, the more I go without missing, it's gonna help me make the next shot and the next shot and the next shot. And green machine is gonna help me green consistently. So if I get them greens, I'm gonna keep greening. And then I got quick draw because that's what I use for my jump shot. I use the highest quick draw possible. Range extender is the best badge when it comes to helping people shoot with a lower 3-point rating. So range extender gotta go gold. That's the most important badge when it comes to these badges. Now, the most needed badge is definitely quick draw, but the most important badge is range extender. But do not sleep on that hot start. A lot of people sleep on that hot start. It's that simple. All these badges came in the top 10 of my best badges on 2K, except for quick draw, because quick draw is just a badge you kind of need. But yeah, everybody knows that quick draw you need it. So yeah, in my opinion, this is the best shooting badge setup for this build. All right, next we got 14 playmaking badges to go over. So you already know what the big 3 is when it comes to the playmaking badges for me. Dimer Hall of Fame, Handlers for Days Hall of Fame, Quick First Step Hall of Fame, and then I went with the Bailout Silver because we wanted to slash a takeover. So what I do when it comes to my takeovers, if I go shot creator, I go space creator. If I go slasher, I go bailout. If I go playmaker takeover, I go tight handles. And then if I go sharpshooter takeover, it really just varies. It pretty much just varies. I can go with pretty much anything on the passing side. I can go needle threader. I can go lob city passer. I can go pretty much anything on here, and it literally would not mess me up at all. Like stop and go might be a good one for sharp, pluckable, all that. So yeah, after I going over all that, you understand. But why I go with bailout for my slasher? Because every single time I go with my slasher, I'm pretty much trying to get a content dunk. If I'm not getting the best animation possible, I'm getting bailed out. It's that simple. It's in the name. Dimer, that's the best passing badge to help your teammates shoot. Handlers for days. That's the stamina. Stamina is just so important in this game, so you just gotta have that badge. Quick first step is how you speed boost, and with Hall of Fame, the lower your ball control, the more Hall of Fame quick first step helps. So I gotta put that joint on Hall of Fame. So yeah, that's the playmaking badge setup. In my opinion, that's by far the best playmaking badge setup for the takeover I chose. Like I said, bro, when it comes to the different takeovers, I went over what takeover I would choose and what badges I would choose with that takeover. So yeah. All right. Next and last but not least is the defensive side of the badges. And we got 15 of these joints to work with. So I went with Clamps Hall of Fame, Intimidator Hall of Fame, Pick Dodger Hall of Fame. Now, if you're not going with Pick Dodger Hall of Fame, don't even put it on, because if somebody got Hall of Fame brick wall, it's not even doing much. It's doing something, but it's not doing much, because what that badge does is it's literally just there to cancel out brick wall. So if you really not even going Hall of Fame, don't even put it on. In my opinion, I don't even really like the Pick Dodger badge because it's inconsistent when it comes to like the screens, because the screens are just so OP this year. Intimidator is inconsistent, but I have to put it on for my shot contest. Now, this might be one of those builds you really don't have to have it on Hall of Fame because you're going to be 6'8", so you're going to be taller than everybody. But yeah, Clamps Hall of Fame, I put that joint on. So to go with that, I put that pickpocket on, because when I'm clamping people up, guarding them all the way, full court, all that, I can literally get them steals. Now, if you're not going with pick dodger, you can go ahead throwing that brick wall to team up with clamps and pickpocket. So when you clamping people up, getting up in their body, you draining their energy, all that. It's just like a double-edged sword. And then I got interceptor on for them passing lane steals, chase down artists, so I can get that higher, just be able to get chase down blocks, because I did put my block rating up. And chase down artists is a very, very, very good badge. It's a way to get bailed out of letting people just get easy layups, easy dunks, so you can chase down them, take those 2 points away from them that they thought they had. So I just like having that badge on, at least bronze, because if you don't have it on, it's trash. The chase down animations are just trash. But yeah, this is the best pass rush wing build. I went over the best position, the pie charts, the attributes, the height, weight, wingspan,